Hi guys, welcome back to my Safe Space Kitchen. So today I'm going to be making this quick ham and potato quiche. This is a quick one. It takes little to no time to whip it up and it is delicious. Quiche is perfect for breakfast, brunch, lunch, or dinner. But in the meantime, you guys, if this is your first time coming across my page, this is my Safe Space Kitchen. I make cooking videos and I try to make it as fun as possible. Hit on that subscribe button. Help grow this little channel, you guys. I promise you, you would not regret it. And so let's go ahead and get into this recipe.
Safe Space Kitchenette. Make room at the table. Come on. Safe Space Kitchenette. It's running directly. Safe Space.
So all ingredients to this recipe will be listed in the description below. So today I would not be adding anything else later. This is it. And so let's get into it. So I have my cheeses. I have some mozzarella, some gouda cheese, some gruyere cheese, and some sharp cheddar cheese. I also have my nicely chopped ham steak. I have my potatoes that is partly cooked, so it's not fully cooked. The rest will be, it will finish in the oven. I have my onions, some half and half. I have my eggs, some parsley, some basil, salt, paprika, black pepper, and some bacon that I finely chopped. I also have my homemade pie crust. This is a no-bake pie crust that I made. You can always get a pie crust from the store. It is in the frozen pastry section. You know, I use that sometimes, but when I have time, I also make my own. So just grab you a pie crust from the store and it is completely fine. But if anybody wanna, you know, learn how to make their own pie crust from home, I definitely don't mind. I can share that. So first thing I'm going to be doing is whisking my egg and my cream. So I go ahead and whisk my eggs and my half and half really well until it is nicely and well incorporated. So now that the eggs and the milk is nicely mixed, I'm gonna go ahead and add my onions. Some people like to saute their onions and, you know, any additional vegetables, but I don't normally do that because I ain't got time for that, honestly. And I've been doing this for a long time and it works for me, so why change it, right? I'm sure it tastes great when you saute things, but I don't bother with it. I'm not that fancy. So here, as you can see, I'm just throwing everything in there, you know, all the cheeses and everything else just going in there, the spices and the seasonings, all of that is just going in here. And then I left a little bit of the cheese that I'm gonna be using to top off the quiche later. And so yeah, everything else is just, I'm just throwing things in here. You notice that I'm gonna be using just a little bit of the salt, and that's because, you guys, cheese has salt in it. And so, you know, in order to make sure that you're not overdoing it with your salt, I just, you know, decided to just use a little bit. And that's what I do all the time. I don't really do a whole lot of salt when I use a lot of cheese. So that's why I did not use all of the cheese. So I go ahead and I mix it in really well. And then once it's nicely mixed, I will go ahead and pour this into our bowl with the crust in there, like so. And then once it's in there, it will be ready for the oven.
Safe Space Kitchenette. Make room at the table. Make room. Safe Space Kitchenette. It's running directly. Ghanaian flavors. Safe Space. Sprinkled with American goodness. Safe Space. The one and only. The footprint. With Afia. Safe Space Kitchenette. Make room at the table. Make room. Safe Space Kitchen.
So So the last thing that will be going on top of my quiche is my fully cooked bacon. You want to cook your bacon before you sprinkle it on top of your quiche. This is going to give it more flavor, and it's also going to add a little bit of crunchiness to the top, which makes it perfect. So once we have our quiche like this, it is ready for the oven. I'm going to go ahead and set my oven to 350, and we're going to be baking this for 40 minutes. So after 40 minutes of baking, my quiche is done and it is looking good. You guys, look at how beautiful that is. The top is nice and golden brown, just as I like it, and it is perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this sit out for a little bit and cool down completely. You want to make sure your quiche is cooled before you cut into it, okay? And so that's what I'm just gonna leave and let it cool for a little bit. So once your quiche is completely cooled, you want to go ahead and cut into it and enjoy. You guys, this stuff is so good, and that is because of the cheeses that I use. So the sharp cheddar, the gouda, the gruyere, and the mozzarella, it's perfect together, and it all comes together to make this recipe the bomb. Okay, so yes, you guys, we are done. Try this recipe and let me know what you think. Thank you for watching this video, you guys. I really appreciate your time. I know that my videos are not the best, but I'm working really hard on them, and I promise you it will get better. Hit on that subscribe button and let's grow this channel together. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.